championship moment. Each side earned a bye from a strong regular season. Each side won 2 playoff games to get here. Now, which side goes home with the ultimate trophy? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a playoff team from last year, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Toss play now, right to the right. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Receiver makes the catch. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Good pressure and getting the loss back to the 7-yard line.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for the wide out. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game, to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Roadrunners will line up here on 1st down and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's DeMarco. Caught near the goal line. Then he stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions.
Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They draw first blood in this national title game. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Trying to make a play from deep inside. He tackled at the 17. strong job by the coverage team. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time, they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. Got the first down and still moving. Tackle made after a big game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Shotgun formation. Here's the inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back. It's Simon. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Man, the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for his big tight end. As a fourth down stop, the offense will take over in plus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. First down to the 27.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They finally stop it all the way down the 6-yard line.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And the Roadrunners line it up with first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's the catch. Can he get in? And he'll be brought down.
Well, Chris, it's a nice positive game, but let's face it, you're in the national championship. They've got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
Second and goal for the offense. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Green wave. He just sprints into the end zone. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's stopping short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Again, makes it second and medium. Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's got a man down the middle. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. He'll be brought down at the 47. Excellent starting field position. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it and fourth down in their territory and got stopped. And they finally stopped it, but a decent game that time.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
He'll hand it off. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball with 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's Simon. And here comes a deep shot. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for his back. Dumps it down to the back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, You're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try and
breaks into the clear at the 20. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Let's go! Ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Oh, look at the cut. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Simon. On the move now. Breaks an open space. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On the double.
And UTSA has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Can he get there on the ground? And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Drops back, needs a third down completion here. Quick throw, catch made on the outlet. He's in the clear. Gold late in the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, UTSA. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. When he's got some space here, they're just able to stop him, but then he's a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Back to throw. It's Simon. He lets it go. Catch made down the left side. Explosive play. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. The pocket breaking down. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made over the middle. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Wave. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense make some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. Sacked, dropped at to 3.
That time they were able to get to the quarterback before he has a chance of throwing yet another touchdown pass. 3 already in this first half. At least this is a sign that this defense hasn't totally given up yet.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Wide open downfield. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
That's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, giving him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Trying for a 4th down completion. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, this one can hurt you.
The back's got it. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. The defense now backed up in their own red zone. Looking to throw. It's Simon. Defense is coming after him. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. That pass is incomplete. Unclear where the intended receiver was that time.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. That was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Touchdown, Green Wave. This offense is still clicking. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play for himself in his end zone. Tackle it at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Scanning the field. It's DeMarco. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
He puts it out of bounds, so no return. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Back to throw is Simon. On the move now. Big throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal. 1st and goal. And the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. This passing game is on fire today. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's DeMarco. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the Roadrunners have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looks to the left, and it's complete.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Makes the down on the move. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
He's got it right near the end zone. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. And it's caught. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
We talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? The quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over the top of everybody for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. This will likely be the last play of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems. Let's see if they can clean that up here in the third quarter. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's DeMarco. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. Both out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. And that completion puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes.
Breaks into the clear. That's the 20. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Way too much speed in that play. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard. They're just so much fun to watch.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
So, 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. He dumps it off to the tight end. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Scanning the field. It's Simon. Looking right. This one caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
It's an out. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy
looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Green Wave. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
To the air, it's DeMarco. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He breaks through. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And it's good, right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. He finds some space. They're moving down, but the Wildcat produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And it's incomplete. They try the trick play on first down. Doesn't fool the defense. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Simon. Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it down. And it's a solid return after the interception.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Right by the receiver. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Chris, that would have been his 5th touchdown of the game if he hit that one. I'm a little surprised he didn't get it. He's been on the money today.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Tremendous protection. He was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, UTSA. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's an out route. The catch made. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Back to pass. It's Simon. Makes a quick grab. Gets some space around the 30. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
First out at their own 43. Suddenly they're no longer backed up at near midfield after that one explosive play. And that catch is hauled in.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up.
691, Gators far.
Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on third down. Slides a good throw. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That completion makes it second down. He's looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Catch made on the out route. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Hey, good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Okay, ready?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Get set, get set. Stay core.
To throw, it's Simon. The receiver passes it. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. First and goal for the offense.
Lasso.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Green Bay. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch for a two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. The UTSA has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. shotgun. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. He makes the grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Flips it with the running back. Can he make the first down? Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Catches Payne down the middle. He make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw again. It's an error down. The catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Tulane. This offense really clicking. Here we go. National championship game, 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
And it's going to be swatted down there at the line. Great defensive play in a big moment. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. Makes it in the clear. And here he goes. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Dropping back. It's DeMarco. Moves out of the pocket. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Toss play, running right. No way to run up the middle.
Chris, Textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
How about that, Chris? The big man comes up with a sack. You don't see that every day. But give him credit. He got to the quarterback and got a sack.
The Roadrunners will look to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Correct snap.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. To throw, it's Simon. Grab made by the tight end. Some room to the 45. They bring it down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
The pass rush closing in. And the pass falls incomplete. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. On the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. The reception hits about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. Here's the snap. The quarterback drops back. Looking downfield near the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Man, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Very close to being able to come through here for this 1st down to keep this drive alive. But late in the game, not getting the 1st down. I think this one's all but over.
They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game. And the Roadrunners come to the line to run the hurry up.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Breaks into the open. Inside. Touchdown. Green Wave. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Grinding away with a running game. Breaking free at the 35. They bring them down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Dropping back. It's DeMarco. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late, deep throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. And the offense will just take a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. But the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official. Your kings of college football and national champions, the UTSA Roadrunners.